Hooray! Welcome to another MasterToons Podcast with me, your host Jack Hayward, and on today's show we have all our usual guests, including Carson. I think you were on last time, I can't remember.
What?
Carson wasn't. Was yeah, because we're talking about Robot Boy. Robot Boy? Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. So, on today's show we have Carson, as I just said, Dave, Id.
I don't have a beard!
He's no longer our podcast, Jesus.
Gave it to some homeless
Your
people.
podcast drunk.
Yeah, I fucking love Krabbies. Yes, my man. We also have George.
Hello!
Supergirl.
With his
And
nice
Protein.
tits there.
Hey yo.
Also
Yeah.
with his nice tits.
We're going to be talking about a bunch of things today. We're going to be talking about Dwayne Johnson singing for something or other. We're going to be talking about the Steven Universe crossover. A guy shooting himself in front of a Despicable Me ride.
Ha ha! Keep it light.
Something else and something else I can't quite remember. I'm not sure if I'll do it on this show. I might do it like make another mini show to talk about it. But Inspector Gadget, the debut episode, which came on Netflix, and I watched it because for some reason no one was talking around it, and then I found out why nobody was talking about it. And then we're doing our movie of the week, which we were going to do April Fools, which is going to be rip-off movies, but unfortunately they're impossible to get a hold of. I wonder why. Yeah. I searched for fucking ages trying to find like Raver or the Frog Princess. It was really hard. So we're just going to be doing holiday movies. So in a different video that'll be on tonight as well, we're going to be talking about Hop, which is going to be a very interesting and dynamic podcast. Yes, things will get heated. But first of all, we're going to bring it all back. So, David, you wanted to talk about Dwayne Johnson singing.
Oh no, I wanted to talk about the WWE animated series, but let's talk about Dwayne Johnson singing.
That's one of the somethings I said. So, Dwayne Johnson lent his singing voice to Disney's
Moana.
Moana. There's no W.
Mona?
Oh,
Moana?
all these other cultures and their different pronunciations.
No, that's definitely just Mona.
Mona. Okay then.
So the Furious Seven, Scorpion King,
Tooth Fairy.
Fairy.
The Game Plan.
He has announced via Instagram he was singing his role as Moai.
Just Mona. It's Mona.
There's no
Clearly
N.
Mona. There is.
There is.
It's Maui.
No.
It's Moana.
Yeah.
Wait, you dickhead. The film is called Moana, and the character is called Muai. I think it's Muai. I don't know. So he's going to be the lead male protagonist, and there's like a little picture of him on a boat that looks nice and artsy. So the film follows Born Navigator. Wait, what?
Mona. Born Navigator Mona.
What? It's just said that his character's called Moai, and then it's just said it'll follow Born Navigator Moana. What the? Wait.
As married.
Oh, I see. Right. The main character is called the title of the film, which is a female, and he's just the main lead, male in it.
Yes.
So the lead was misleading because, like, lead for me is like the main character, which is not.
Is that also a tautology?
Well, this is taking much longer just to read off a fucking article.
It's not even that long!
About her doing the Odysseus Tales thing. She explores the oceans, fights monsters in a giant robot costume, and fires lasers out of her eyes. I might be
Wait, is this a Sentai?
I hope so.
Transform.
Before we actually get started in news, I have to say, The Rock, he should never wear long-sleeved t-shirts. It looks awful! What film did I watch him with, like, He was wearing like a light blue, like kind of like this, but without this bit. So it was like that, right? It was quite tight, and it was really long. It looked fucking ridiculous.
It could be worse. But he's not wearing a fucking V-neck.
Or fairy wings.
He's so cute. He can't wear normal clothes without looking ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
He should just walk around like wrestling pants or something.
To be fair, Jack, say that to his face.
Oh, he'll take it. He's a nice guy. He'll take it as a joke. Actually, no, he might probably punch a fist.
He'll punch you. You go, "What's that?" And the only noise will be him stamping his foot on the ring.
So yeah, what I've never heard Dwayne Johnson singing. I mean,
okay, so here's the thing with Dwayne Johnson and singing. Like, he's probably like average singer. Like, you know, like it doesn't sound like he's had any training. He's not very good, but like he's not bad either.
What have you had him in?
It seems like he's trying to like really push this whole singing thing. Like, I've seen him sing on WWE. I've seen him sing in one of his movies. Like, he sang on like a TV show once, like on a Disney TV show once. Like, I'm like, why are you trying to sing so badly? Like, you're not good at it. You're not bad, but like, you're not gonna get like a record deal, you know?
I'm just gonna check. Go on,
Oh,
David.
Yeah.
All I care about is the song going to be called "What's Cooking"? Because I want to smell what Maui's got cooking.
Me personally, all I hope is that the movie ends up being a rock opera.
All right. George, you're banned from the cast forever.
I just watched a video of Dwayne Johnson singing a cover of You and Me, and it doesn't sound that bad. It sounds okay.
Yeah, like, he's not bad at all, but like, he's not good enough to be like,
sure, yeah,
you know, like, but he just constantly is pushing this singing thing. You know, like, calm down.
To be fair, though, you know, I'm not really sure how much it qualifies as news. I mean, dude cast in Disney film will sing.
But it's Dwayne Johnson. I mean, like, I think I know why he's trying to push it, because like most WWE or just wrestlers in general, like a lot of them try and transition to actor. Most notably Hulk Hogan in terrible movies. So Dwayne Johnson's like one of the few successful you know, like, applicants to this. So I think he's like, okay, I've broken new ground. I become an actor. People take me seriously. I mean, not behind his back they don't, but they take me seriously, and I can sing. So like, his agent's like, you know what? You're a fucking big guy. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'll get you a singing job. There you go, done. That's what he's just seeing, how far I can push the boat out until like it scrapes against an iceberg and he drowns.
A sea of piss.
Interesting. It's also kind of like the opposite way around. Like, if you think of a lot of singers, you know, like that girl who's in like Fred and stuff like that, and then Rihanna, and then they try and do acting. Like, I wonder if, like, so you get like a singer, pop singer, who's then good at acting, and then she's like, I'm gonna be a wrestler now. So maybe it comes back the other way. So you see like Rihanna, like, fucking popped up, going up.
I would kill to see that.
I'm now a professional wrestler.
To be fair, a triple threat match between Katy Perry, AJ Lee, and Paige. I'd pay for that pay-per-view.
Too bad AJ got retired. That's a bad news.
Oh wow. What'll be interesting if this is successful and then Dwayne Johnson gets cast in Frozen 3.
Oh.
Oh my god, I would so watch that. And he plays like a rock wizard or something. The fuck?
Okay, so speaking of wrestling, I think we're done with this now. WWE is going to have an animated TV series. I think there was a trailer for it.
Oh,
Am I right in saying that? There was a trailer for it?
I don't think there's a trailer yet, but there
Pictures?
is some concept art.
Yeah. It hasn't got the famous wrestlers in it. That's what I don't get.
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, it's got Yeah,
Who's
it's
the
that famous shit. I've just forgot his name. Shit.
Well, who's the red-faced guy?
That's meant to be Vince McMahon.
No.
And who's like the emo-looking one?
Oh, that's shit. I forgot his name, and he's a really good wrestler as well. It's moving into MMA. CM Punk. There we go.
And who's the Freakazoid rip-off?
I'm guessing, if I had to guess.
Sheamus.
Yeah, that's got to be Sheamus.
So why aren't they using John Cena? I thought he was like the flagship wrestler.
Don't give them ideas, mate.
No.
Don't.
Here's the
No,
thing,
don't give them any ideas. Stop, just stop. No more.
They're kind of trying to phase Cena out of being the main face, and they're doing a push for Roman Reigns at the moment, so...
Yeah,
That could quite
everyone's
possibly be
hating
why.
on John Cena right now.
Oh, you know, Cena sucks.
Yeah.
Cena sucks.
That's just a fact. Also,
Yeah.
fuck Kev Nash.
He doesn't seem like a bad guy though, John Cena.
No, he's...
No, he seems like a really nice fella. He just, he sucks.
I don't think he quite matches the personality of Hulk Hogan or something.
Mhm.
He needs to grow a mustache. Yeah.
But yes, this show is to be titled Camp WWE, slated for later this year, and it's superstars and divas when they were kids at their favourite summer camp, and it's being created in partnership with Seth Green's Stupid Buddy Studios.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Oh, it's stupid. Did that change from Stupid Monkey?
Yeah,
Okay. Why did they change to Stupid Buddy?
I'm assuming they got in trouble for using the Simpsons soundbite.
Oh, was that? From
Yeah.
The Simpsons?
Yeah, the stupid monkey. That's a Homer Simpson line. That's a Simpsons soundbite.
Oh, I never noticed. I wondered why they stopped using it.
Yeah.
I was watching some recent Robot Chicken. They'd stopped using it.
But besides from dirt cheap pay-per-views, this might actually be a reason to subscribe to the WWE network. They're aiming the series at adults, so.
Is that going to be an adult show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's strange.
Yeah, it's an adult targeted comedy with shock value, slapstick humour, and social satire. So that also means you get to see lowly divas.
A slapdick.
Hi.
That is a whole realm of internet we don't need to go into.
Hi, Ross. We were just talking about
you
the
know say
WWE animated series coming out.
Oh, I
Which
know
is
nothing
probably
about
going to
it.
be
Please tell me.
terrible.
It's gonna be terrible.
I don't know. I mean, I know
like
it's
the WWE.
I know it's in partnership
know.
with Seth Green's studio, but I wonder if he's actually going to have any involvement. If he does, it could be good.
That's true.
He's not involved in the Cleveland show, right? Like, he's not directly involved.
No, but he's also he's involved in most Family Guy stuff because he's been doing Chris Griffin's voice from the get-go.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin.
No, Chris.
What?
He does
No.
Chris Griffin. Seth Green does
Seth Green.
Chris Griffin's
Oh,
voice.
I misunderstood you. I thought you were talking about Seth MacFarlane. Never mind.
No. If it was Seth MacFarlane behind this would be. I'd probably write this off.
Yeah.
But no, it's Seth Green's production studio on it.
Okay, like Seth Green of like Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
So
Or if
Stupid
you-
Monkey.
Or if you're my
is it
age,
Stupid Monkey?
yeah, well, Stupid Buddy. We're just
Stupid
discussing.
Monkey, right?
No,
It was-
Stupid Buddy. They changed it because I'm assuming they got in trouble with Fox. for using a Simpsons soundbite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deja vu.
Well, I'm just sort of barging in here. I'm gonna get myself a drink. You guys just keep doing what you're doing.
Did you
I'm in
enjoy
my
Hot?
basement, by the way.
Uncle, could I get some water?
No, you stay down there. I'm gonna wait till you soften up, boy.
Anyone
It's a
actually have
Pretzel
any...
joke.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, anyone have any thoughts on this series, or...
Well,
just...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty. Well, it sounds like it could be interesting. It sounds like
Yeah.
it could, be whatever. But like, I like the little drawings down here. They're pretty.
Yeah, the art looks interesting, but then I
Yeah.
think back to that nightmarishly bad Scooby-Doo movie with WWE characters. And my biggest fear is it's just going to be so controlled by producers wanting to make their characters do certain things and have characters pop up. Do you know what I mean? Because like, oh, we've got to keep
Yeah.
a good image going for this wrestler, so you have to make him do this. So rather than the writers being able to, do stories naturally and
Well,
flowing.
maybe that's why they're just using currently retired wrestlers, people who aren't actively involved in the company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like because it says it's adult oriented, right? I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like there wouldn't be too much like policing because like kids aren't watching it and like it's more like WWE after hours kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it's good, for fuck's sake.
I mean, either way, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
It won't
but,
be. I know it.
All right. So I think we're done here. So what do you want to talk about next?
Let's.
We could talk about the Steven Universe crossover if you want.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
Sounds
Same.
good to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Okay, not bad.
last, I don't know, was it Tuesday or something? I don't know.
Thursday.
Yeah, there was a much anticipated Steven Universe and Uncle Grandpa crossover. I didn't like it as much as other people. I did enjoy it. I found it funny. But,
It was much better than it could have been.
Yeah.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good crossover. I just don't really have much to say. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought the jokes were funny and nothing changed at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
canon?
I guess that's kind of like my only problem is like Steven didn't learn shit.
The gems learned something, but it's not canon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they did it.
I thought the official line was it is canon, but there is a little out if you search for it.
No, it's not. It's not canon. Uncle Grandpa literally says, "Don't worry, kid. It's not canon."
But then the Steven Universe producers have tweeted out that it is canon.
They said it as a joke to inflame the waters more.
It wouldn't make much sense else.
Yeah.
Well, then in
Then-
that case, Pizza Steve would be dead, and Sadie and Lars would be deep underwater. So I don't think that's canon.
It's not canon. It would raise so many questions. Like Uncle Grandpa has like reality warping powers, and he just uses them to make cakes and shit.
Well, that would make sense. He's Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah, he's like Doctor Who meets The Mask.
Yeah,
Basically.
but he's got a conscience. Like he helps people.
Yeah.
It's like if Doctor Who was made by Americans. That's Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stole that joke.
Actually, we know what what it'd be like if the Americans made Doctor Who, thanks to that 90s TV movie.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for
I like it
ruining
so
the
much.
master.
I like it just a teeny bit.
That wasn't entirely terrible. It has its moments.
The
Yeah.
production
Oh, no,
was
to be
pretty
fair.
good compared to like most of Classic Who.
if you want to see what an American Doctor Who would be like, watch the Community episode where they go to the Inspector Spacetime convention.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, and Chevy Chase's character is in the production meeting, and he's like, does he have to move through space and time?
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Anyway, back.
So funny, I forgot to laugh.
It's funny if the actor does it, George.
I'm not Chevy Chase, so it's not funny when I do
You're
it.
a lot handsomer than her.
I'll tell you what. I think I would like to see a crossover between Adventure Time and Uncle Grandpa, or Adventure Time and Steven Universe, especially Steven Universe and Adventure Time. That would be really good.
Yeah.
No, the art styles are too different. I don't know, it just wouldn't look right. Yeah.
Hey, if they got away with this, they can get away with that too.
Yeah, but like, it's like, Uncle Grandpa made sense because Uncle Grandpa doesn't have a solid universe, so he can bend the laws of space and time.
He's basically a new god.
Yeah, basically he's Glob. So, but like maybe an Uncle Grandpa and Adventure Time crossover would make sense, but Adventure Time and Steven Universe crossover wouldn't make sense.
Give me a minute.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see Finn and Jake fight the gems.
Well, it would have to be another like fan fiction episode like what we just got.
Oh, that would be really funny actually if the Ice King wrote like fan fiction with Steven Universe.
I actually made this comparison earlier. Rebecca Sugar, like coming up with the idea of doing the crossover episode, is a lot like the Fiona and Cake episodes, in the sense that she intended the episodes to feel like a fan fiction, much like how the crossover episode felt a lot like a fan fiction in style, you know.
So considering that she still like does work for Adventure Time, there is potential there.
Well, yeah.
For it to happen.
Although, really, what we all want to see, the ultimate clash of shit. we want to see regular show, which I do not at all have a poster for back there, with an Uncle Grandpa crossover.
Oh,
that will be fucking
amazing.
That could be fantastic.
Rigby and Mordecai with the duck robot fighting Uncle Grandpa.
Yes.
I want to see that.
Yes.
Make that happen, Cartoon Network.
Yes.
That is a great idea. That sounds like it could work.
We should be on committees. We come up with better ideas than half the other idiots running this fucking show. These shows.
Well, the thing is, I'd if I was in charge, I would be like very open towards this sort of stuff.
Well,
Because like I wouldn't force it, but I mean, think of the money you'd make, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the interesting thing.
What
actually.
money do you make? Just advertising?
Yeah, advertising, merchandise.
Yeah, but like, how much merchandise can you make out of a crossover episode?
Well, it's just a viewership. That's where your money would be.
Yeah, that's true.
Same with most shows and cars. I mean, we can get into like the policies of like trying to make shows that can make toys.
Or just for make toys.
But the thing with this sort of crossover though is, it's kind of Cartoon Network have very subtly done crossovers. Like it's very much hinted at. Dexter's Suburban Neighborhood is the opposite end of Townsville to the Powerpuff Girls. So if you look at the background city, it's Townsville flipped the other way.
Huh.
And,
I've never seen it. I don't know.
yeah, and it's kind of hinted at that Johnny Bravo might be set in Townsville as well.
That would be amazing.
So it's kind of Cartoon Network aren't strangers to this kind of shared universe concept. Yeah, Aku's base is in the ruins of Townsville in Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Family Guy.
And then there were like proper crossovers of.
What the fuck is that noise?
Those Gendy cartoons, they really did like have the same style, so it kind of made sense for them to come together.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Seriously, what the fuck is that
Yeah,
noise?
they all look like they came from the same
I would
universe.
avoid touching
Oh,
your
that's
microphone, Ross.
Oh no, I know exactly what that is. I'm in the basement, and it's probably weird basement noises.
I know, because you're grabbing something doing this.
Huh?
Ouch.
Oh wait, is it? Do you hear it now?
Yes.
Yeah, he was grabbing my deck.
It's probably the headphones. Okay, is this better? Sound good?
Yeah, sounds
Put
good.
the headphones on and don't touch that bit.
No, it's like little thing. It's like going up against my jacket. It's like swinging around. And this little bit.
I get it.
This
Your
little
little,
has the microphone.
yeah, your dongle bit is your microphone.
Yeah, the dongle bit is the microphone. I love the word dongle.
Well,
Sounds like penis.
the solution is stop talking into your dongle. It's fine when you're a teenager, but you have to grow out of it sometime.
Just keep the dongles on a down low, you know, it's a family show.
Okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, George, did you link this on the Assembled?
Link what?
The show?
What show?
What else?
This show, did you link this show? Podcast?
Give me a second.
Hey.
Fucking little brat.
Why I couldn't find it?
Hey, I heard that!
Professionalism!
Yeah.
The hell.
Alright, so what we're going to talk about next, I think there's not a lot to say with the Uncle Grandpa crossover.
Other than if this was if the show was this entertaining, I would keep watching it.
It's a shame that it's not that entertaining.
Agree.
Yeah, Uncle Grandpa is not that entertaining. Actually, I did watch one episode of Uncle Grandpa. It was like the Duck Lips one, where there was a teen girl who wanted to do better duck lips for her selfies, and so Uncle Grandpa helps her get actual duck lips, and so like she becomes crazy famous on fake Instagram, and it's
I guess,
stupid.
but I guess that could be funny.
It was no, like that actually happens. That was an actual.
Okay. Yeah,
It was-
as in that
like
could
a
be
Ren and
funny.
Stimpy sense, you know, like it felt a lot like an episode of Ren and Stimpy to me.
Because, like, I watched one before the crossover to see if it got any better, and it was fucking terrible. It was the bag, who has a really fucking annoying voice, arguing with Grandpa over how to make a cake, and the bag wants to make it by the recipe, and the Grandpa wants to add, like, fucking mustache hairs and Coca-Cola and fucking AIDS into it. And then, like, at the end they come to, like, an arrangement where they follow a recipe and use creativity, which doesn't make any sense. So it's like, okay, 3 bags of flour, 6 bags of dog shit, and, you know, a bit of eye crust in there. Yeah, we'll make a cake and oh shit, it's terrible.
No, I honestly can't hate Uncle Grandpa. Like, I kind of respect it for its nonsense, you know?
It's not funny. It's just nonsense for the sake of nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love it. It's nonsense for the sake of nonsense.
There's no characters to like bounce it off. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
It doesn't matter. It's just nonsense. I love it.
It's just
Realistic flying tigers, totally hot.
I love
Get
it.
it?
It's like, what the fuck?
for me. There's like a line between like a show being nonsense and then a show just like being shallow with its
I don't
nonsense.
watch it. Like, I don't watch it constantly, but
Yeah,
if it's,
sure.
I'll watch like one episode. That's all I can tolerate it for. It's like turn your brain off, watch it. It's not forever sometimes.
Ross, stand your ground. Be a man. Tell me you think
do,
it's good. Argue.
For me, Uncle
Fight,
Grandpa,
monkeys.
Uncle Grandpa is bad nonsense.
Fight!
It's really cool.
Fight!
It's early SpongeBob
Right.
is like good nonsense. Adventure Time is good nonsense. I won't go into it, but there's the line for me.
To be honest with the Ren and Stimpy comparison, maybe it's just me. 'Cause obviously, when it first aired, I was old enough to watch Ren and Stimpy. Most of you probably weren't.
Yeah.
But if I watch Ren and Stimpy now, the show does not hold up.
It does, but it depends which era, because there's like 4 series, and at the end of series 2, the guy left, and the biggest tell is the voice actor change.
Well, when Billy West stopped doing it.
Well, no, Billy West took over both roles.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Um,
But, no. No,
Yeah, I
it's,
did watch the Ren and Stimpy episode past series 2, and it wasn't that great. But the ones I've seen like beforehand are fucking hilarious. Like with the producer,
Yeah,
where they're trying to make a cartoon, and they
yeah. That's probably the best episode where they make.
yeah.
well, did you see when John Kay brought it back as an adult cartoon?
Oh fucking hell, that's
Oh,
terrible.
yeah, that was awful.
That was awful.
Yeah.
That was basically he wanted to make porn with Ren and Stimpy.
That's what happens when you take the leash off of John Kay and you let him run wild.
There's all sorts of reasons for that because I've also heard it was the producers pushing him to make it more crass. But at the same, it's quite interesting because it could be that. It could also be, as you said, like John Cray, like you know, if they said like you can make whatever you want, then there's no criteria for him. So that's when it gets a bit crap. Or maybe it's both.
But
Taking
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's a big thing we all
a cool
state.
idea, probably.
It comes into a big thing we all state about, you know, producers meddling in creative control being wrestled away by the studios. But if anything, surely the Star Wars prequels compared to Empire Strikes Back shows, sometimes that's a good thing.
Sometimes, yeah.
I fucking love those movies.
What, the prequels?
Yes.
I have an idea of what really happened. So originally, for the show, John Kay wanted to make it really raunchy. Nickelodeon said, no. Way later, he gets to a show with Spike. Spike says, no, make it dirtier. He said, challenge accepted.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense as well.
That makes a lot of sense. He's like, oh, really? I can make it even... You want me to make it dirtier? Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll make it awful.
Okay, I think we're about done here. So, I mean, is there any other news you want to talk about?
Not really.
Oh, there was that tragedy at Universal Studios.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, this weekend a man shot himself in the head in front of the Despicable Me attraction at Universal Studios Tour, which proves once and for all there is someone who hates the Minions more than I do. The Minions drove this man to suicide. They are evil and need to be stopped. This movie should not happen.
But you know what should happen though? Say with me.
Minion Centipede.
Minion Centipede.
Yes. Hold a good thought.
I do think Minions are overrated. They get into the point where it's just like inane noises that aren't funny. Like, but they do.
The thing that pisses me off about the trailer is that they don't explain anything about this world in general. Like, what's with all the supervillains? Like, where are the police during this convention they go to?
Probably shooting some black people.
Well, you know, they have a right to assembly.
Yeah.
You might not like what they're saying, but they've every right to say it.
There were known criminals everywhere at this convention, and the police are doing nothing.
Oh, yeah, it's just a
well, I told you,
convention.
they're probably shooting some black people.
Yeah, of course. That's the problem with this nation.
Not a. It's like, oh, you didn't shoot another one, did you? It's like, yeah, sorry. Well, no donuts for this week.
That would change things. If a black man stole the moon, dead in a second.
And there we go. That's why the CIA killed Tupac Shakur. He was planning to steal the moon. He's gonna put big gold spinning rims on it. And neons.
It's the same thing with that
Through
one.
the suspension.
That George guy that happened a while ago, and then the guy got let off. He was trying to stop him from stealing the moon. He was a good guy all along.
Wait, so someone killed George Foreman for stealing the moon?
That's
Off these grills!
No, he's talking about Trayvon Martin, right?
I can't remember their names. I remember their face. I remember their faces.
But
Yeah.
yeah, in all serious note, my heart goes out to the friends and family of the person who shot himself.
What do we know why? What was that, Carson?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry.
I think it was Ross who was trying to say something.
No, I laughed and said, sorry I'm laughing. I just totally forgot that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Do we actually know why he shot himself, or is it under investigation?
I believe it's still under investigation. I don't think there was a suicide note or anything.
It's probably like his suicide note's like banana or something.
Oh
Shit.
god.
But
This is awesome. We gotta make jokes about this. We really shouldn't.
This is the thing. It's a holiday season. There's always a spike in the suicide rates. It's kind of tragic, and you know, obviously, if you feel that way, talk to someone. Just phone the Samaritans or something. If you feel that's your only way out, that's a tragedy, and that's the world's way to get somewhere. And that's the same. My heart goes out. But this is proof that the Minions aren't helping Universal.
What's your fun film? Not Despicable Me.
Watch Megamind.
Yeah, that's actually an underrated film.
Yes, it is.
I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, Mega Man.
Yeah, while everyone was like jacking off over Despicable Me, I was over in the corner watching Megamind.
Yeah, Megamind is fantastic. Will Ferrell.
In years.
Now that's a good Minion.
David Cross Minion over Universal's Minions. Period.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of glad Megamind wasn't successful enough to get a sequel because that would be awful.
And they're making a Megamind 2?
No, I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I don't think anyone remembers Megamind other than us.
I do. Kind of.
Yeah, that's why I said other than us.
Ah.
That's because we're sad losers who have regular show posters and Gunpla in the background.
Talking about cartoons on the internet.
I'm gonna get more orange juice.
When that Supergirl is the profile picture.
Well, Supergirl with nice tits, so.
Well, thank you.
Quite pretty as well.
Wow, what's wrong with us?
So I think we're done with this bit. Are we ready to do the Inspector Gadget?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you think we should just stick it on this, or we should make another video?
Stick it on this, because we're running short on the episode anyway.
Okay. Let me just get some.
I'm actually trying to watch it right now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How long is it?
Like
I'm not sure.
I'm ready to do a mini review. Like just a very short.
Yeah, if you want to do a mini review and we'll chime in with our questions.
Alright.
Yeah. Let me just get a couple of bits up. Who watched the original Inspector Gadget? Out of curiosity.
A little bit of it.
I watched like the thing with it was that I very rarely watched it, and it's not because I was disinterested in it, because the only way I could find to watch it was because it was the times I watched it was like in 2005 when I didn't know what YouTube was or it wasn't even invented. So the only method I had to watch was with like old VHSs and like cereal box DVDs they gave away of it.
Yeah.
So I've only seen like a small amount of episodes.
I saw a little bit of it like when I first got Netflix. And it's like they happened to have the original show on Netflix.
Yeah.
I said, might as well see it. The Matthew Broderick movie's terrible. Might as well see how the original is. And it's decent.
I think that's like the main thing with Inspector Gadget, is because it aired in the 80s. So when it aired for us, we were like 10 years younger. We only like saw it through reruns occasionally.
Yeah.
Regularly on terrestrial TV.
Oh, nice.
We have this channel called Teletoon Retro, and it only plays like 80s cartoons. So they used to
nice.
play Inspector Gadget in the mornings. So I used to watch it before I went to school.
I just want to see if I can do this.
I'm just trying to look some stuff. There's like nothing.
Yeah. So I'll never be able to do this impression as good as Jim Sterling. But
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Everyone's looking.
That's actually not that bad. It's better than any of my impressions.
Yeah. So like I said earlier, so there was an Inspector Gadget new series that's come out. I think it was supposed to be for Netflix. I heard about that.
yeah,
And like I was looking at Watch Cartoons online, and I just saw it like pop up. I was like, oh, this is like odd. Nobody's talking about it, and we talked about it in the show like months ago. There was like a little sneak bit.
Yeah.
So I just found it weird, like no one was talking about it. So I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And like I said, like I very quickly found out why. It's boring and shit.
I saw it like when I was browsing through Netflix. I just saw the thumbnail. I scrolled over it. 1 star.
So it's being made by this company called DHX Media, who I don't know. They've made like a bunch of shit. Out of the blue, the mighty jungle, Franny's feet.
What the fuck?
Franny's feet. It makes me so angry. It fills me with such rage.
Grandpa in my pocket. I fucking watched that. That was just on the cusp of when I was leaving children's TV shows, and it was really weird. It's like about this grandpa that literally can shrink. I guess kind of in the same vein as Bernard's watch. I think David, you'd know about Bernard's watch, yeah?
I know about Bernard's watch.
So,
These
like-
heathens don't.
So it's like a kid that could stop time by pressing a stopwatch, and it's the same with Uncle, like with the Grandpa in Pocket. Like, why don't these people like abuse their powers? You know, the temptation like to do all kinds of things. You know, not to get. I'm just you know like imagine like a girl was frozen and she had very voluptuous curves. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a darkness in people, especially in young boys who are finding things out. Anyway, this is completely off topic.
You can't get a
Because there's not really that much to talk about, really.
Yeah, no, I got to talk about. Okay, so they made this. It debuted surprisingly like 3 months ago, but I've literally just seen it. There's a bunch of reasons why it doesn't work. First off, the plot. So rather than being a reboot, which I know that everyone's sick of, like fucking reboots, but think about it, this show finished airing in 1986. Most people who know about it know about it just through kind of like cultural osmosis, or just because they used to see it a couple of times on TV. And it is a great character, but they made it into a sequel series, which is fucking confusing. So Dr. Claw is like... Dr. Claw is like frozen in the ice for like I don't know how many years they said. I think it was like 2 years or something. I don't know. It makes no sense.
What?
Inspector Gadget has retired and he gets brought back to fight Inspector Claw. You would think there might be some sort of like emotional plot or character development with that. There isn't at all. It's again, there's nothing comes of it. It's pointless. And Penny's a bit older, and I think she's an agent in training with her dog. So like this would be like a perfect opportunity to reboot because they basically do it anyway. Like they get him a new car, they literally turn his old car into dust. You know, slap in the face to fans of the original series if they want to see the old car.
They incinerated the Gadget Mobile.
They do a joke. They do a joke where like Inspector Gadget's like, "Wow, Penny, let's take the Gadgetmobile," and like he opens it and like the door falls off. It's like, "Wow, it's a little rusty," and then it just like puffs into dust. Like,
God.
And then it gets blown away. And it's left holding the door. Like, well, let's just use the new Inspector Gadgetmobile thing. So they go in this like horrible looking car that's like kind of like a modern Mini or one of those like bubble cars.
Right.
And
Well, you know, that's just American build quality for you. If you want a good build quality, you really need to buy a European car or a Japanese car. It's American.
so yeah, so basically like any like sequelness is completely pointless. Like again, they do a joke where like Inspector Gadget goes in, and the guy's like, "You're gonna need a new uniform," and like there's like a uniform machine. It's like, "Oh, try this on." It's like a stupid Hawaiian shirt. It's like, "Oh, that doesn't work," and then it goes through some gags, and then it just winds up at like his original outfit. Like it's not funny, and it's just a waste of time.
Everyone's
That
seen
also
it.
doesn't really make sense because, like, the original. I mean, it wasn't necessarily set in the 80s, but it was aired in the 80s, and so like Penny would be like 40 years old.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna get to that. So again, it's confusing how like it's supposed to be 2 years later, but like all the technology's caught up with now, and it's like modern references and stuff. So what's new? What have they added in? Well, they've got the new Gadgetmobile, which is pointless. Dr. Claw has a new kind of like henchman who's his nephew called Talon, who I guess is kind of like Penny's nemesis, you know, like the other side of the coin, so to speak. I guess he's like kind of a good addition since Dr. Claw is kind of sits in the chair. So it's nice that there's like going to be a recurring character that they can fight. Another problem with it is Inspector Gadget is fucking useless and you hate him. Kind of a big deal in a show called Inspector Gadget. He does literally nothing.
It's always been Inspector Gadget's always been useless. Penny always saves the day. That's the whole point of the show.
That's the gag.
Like I know it's a gag, but in this
No. That's the point.
Yeah, I know it's the point. It might work in the original, but in this,
But it didn't work in the original. It was still fucking annoying as shit in the original too. I hated it.
Maybe it's a problem that's carried over, but he's pointless. Like it's not funny. It's like Penny will try and do something, and then Gadget will have like some contrived gadget, like, and he'll go Gadget roller skates. Wowzers! And he starts like flying around, like, oops, he bumps into Brain. Now, so nothing. A recurring joke is that he thinks Brain is a Claw agent. Was that in the original?
I think so.
It's not.
Something
It
like
happens like 5 times in one episode. It's not funny. Like the first time, it's like kind of funny. It's like, okay, let's see what they do with this. But again, it goes nowhere. Each time it goes nowhere. I think the last time it's literally the situation snowballs, and then it like knocks the missile, which is a stink missile, which again isn't funny. It's just another problem. Dr. Claw sounds fucking terrible. As in, he doesn't sound anything like his original voice, and everybody I know can talk like Dr. Claw. It's not a hard voice, is it? Like, I'll get you next time. Next time. It's easy.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
You gotta get right down it. Yeah, it's an impression that you do at school to make your friends laugh. Like, oh, I could do a funny voice, ha ha ha. But it's not actually that hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's like doing like the Peter voice. So the fact that they deliberately chose a voice that doesn't sound like the original, like anything like the original, is really bizarre.
Can you do it?
What, the voice?
Yeah.
They want me to do it again?
No,
the new
voice.
one.
For the new voice?
Yeah.
I can't. It's basically what I've just done, but less growly. So it's kind of like, damn you, guys. I can't do it.
but it's so easy. It's a playground funny voice, Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone can do it.
No, I can do the original voice. I can't do the voice in the new show because it's so different. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if they replaced Peter with like Goldfried or whatever he's called. You're like, ow!
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's that different and pointless. But I have to say, like the biggest problem aside from the sequel reboot thing is the music like tries to keep like the original, so it's kind of like wacky, you know, like how classic cartoons where the music goes along with what they're doing. So if there's like a bonk, it'll be like wee 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 wee, you know, the funny noises and stuff. But the animation of this is so bland, it's just really disconcerting. It doesn't match.
That's
I'm
a
watching it
problem
right now, and you are so fucking right. What the hell?
Like none of the characters like stretch or anything. So like when a character like gets hit on the head, you need an exaggerate because it's a cartoon. Like I know it's CGI, but that's the beauty of cartoons that you can't do with live action without it looking fucking scary as fuck, like Son of the Mask. Because it's you can exaggerate the movements and it's funny. But in this, it's like literally like he falls over and it's like a stiff doll. It's like wowzers, and then there's kind of like an overly wacky sound. And like once it'll be okay, but it's throughout the entire thing where like they do that the fun like wow noise, and like their expression is just like like really.
I need to watch this.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm watching it now.
I'm gonna watch it.
What the fuck?
I think I'll join you.
It's simultaneously trying to be good, but at the same time, it's so goddamn lazy. It's hard to explain.
I'm just gonna watch it with the sound off.
So I think that's, for me, that is the biggest problem. The animation doesn't fit the sound, you know. You have to do it one way or the other. You know, like Sonic, like that show, Sonic Boom, it's not an amazing show, but the animation fits with the tone, and it's really nice animation, like for TV. Or, you know, you get something that's not drawn amazing, I can't think of an example, but like, you know, the faces stretch, you know, like Tom and Jerry or something, you know, when someone gets hit, they go like... And then your music complements that. You can't have stiff animation and really stupid music.
Right.
I don't know.
But I think that's a failing of CGI TV animation as a whole, though. Because the problem is, when you're doing hand-drawn, it's very easy to go off model and make characters wacky and whatnot. Try doing that with a 3D model, all kinds of crazy shit's going to happen that is going to look terrible.
But you can...
3D television animation just sucks in general, like on television. Like it never does well. With the exception maybe the new Turtles, but that's about it.
Did you mean CGI?
No, like CGI television animation is never really that good. Movie animation is great.
Yeah. Like
it never holds over. It never holds up. You know?
Yeah. Do you remember the But Ugly Martians? And then we used to watch that.
Oh, I remember that show.
We are the Martians. The But Ugly Martians.
Did you guys ever watch?
Ironically, I believe it or not, I actually have all 3 of the original VHSs of that show.
was that Carson?
Did you guys ever watch Reboot?
Yes.
No.
That's like one of the first CGI animated like cartoons, like for TV.
But do you know what though? Those first CGI animated cartoons, things like Reboot and Insectors. If any of you ever saw that, anyone?
No.
No. Philistines. Yeah, shows like that, they were great because they were telling serious stories.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the jokes were ancillary and they worked in with the plot. Because they were telling the silly stories and it wasn't all slapstick humour. There wasn't the requirement to go off model as much. It was, you know, the overall animation quality. Yeah, it looks shit today, but because of the nature of the stories and the worlds they were working in, it works. Whereas if you are dealing with something like Inspector Gadget, it's important to be able to go off model in that way. It's important to have that fluid motion to make the slapstick work.
I mean, going back to what I said earlier about like how Inspector Gadget is like inept in a not funny way. I think if the animation was funnier, you know, then you would have it like exaggerated enough for it to be funny. But when it's not exaggerated, and it happens so often, it's just like the jokes fall flat. So then you're just left with the, you know, what would actually happen if it wasn't funny, which is you get pissed off at Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
And also, he doesn't really do anything like creative in it. There's like a bit where the most like creative thing is like when they're trying out the new things, and all it is a bunch of guns and then a gumball machine. Like, did Inspector Gadget like ever used to have guns?
Never.
No.
Because I did question it when I saw it. I was like, I don't remember Inspector Gadget ever having guns in him. Like, he's not a Terminator, you know. He's used to having like toothpaste and stuff come out. You know, like that's the joke. Like, it's useless items that like somehow save the day sometimes. You know, like the roller skates. And that. But like, he has like a fucking nuke. He has like a 100 megaton nuclear warhead come out of his head. And he's like, wowzers, you know. Like,
I'm wondering, was Inspector Gadget like meant to be a robot, like they made him in the Matthew Broderick movie, or was he like originally just meant to be a guy with a lot of gadgets?
Well, like RoboCop.
Yeah, like
it's meant to be like a cyborg type of thing.
Yeah, it was always meant to be. Yeah, it was always meant to be like a cyborg cop who'd volunteered for the program, and because he is actually meant to be Penny's biological uncle.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
Because I was thinking, like, I watched the original cartoon. They never actually mentioned him being a fucking cyborg. They said, "Oh, this scientist gave you all your gadgets." Like they're like, "Oh, you got gadgets." They never really said,
they come out of his body. You know, you kind of
but this is also long before all the kids had played Deus Ex and transhumanism was a common concept.
Yeah, but like that, I never really saw him do robot things in the original cartoon.
His arms stretched to like 50 feet.
Yeah,
well,
he had a propeller come out of his brain. How more robotic can you get?
Doing the robot?
I don't. It's a cartoon. Shut up. I don't know.
Again, though, because when it's a cartoon, like, the movements are exaggerated. You don't really question like the fact he can fit all this shit in him. But when the animation is so stiff, it looks really weird. Like you get like gumballs, and then like fucking liposuction comes out of him, fake tits, big dildo.
Well, if gumballs are coming out and whatnot, maybe it's just an amazing world.
I knew you. That reference.
Well, one of us was going to do it. One of us is going to do it. Might as well be.
So, yeah, my recommendation is don't watch it. It's really boring and terrible. And they made the production or producers made some really bad decisions trying to, for some reason, appeal to old and new. It's like you don't have to worry about the old fans. They will watch it regardless. You don't have to incorporate some weird continuity. It doesn't make any sense anyway. Like, when was the claw stopped at the end?
I don't know.
I don't think he really was stopped.
No, I think the show just ended its run, and unusual Gadget beats him, and I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Yeah.
Next time.
He did not.
Yeah.
But like the other weird thing is like there have been multiple like Inspector Gadget series since the original.
Oh god, Gadget Boy.
Oh, I remember Gadget Boy. Oh,
Fuck me.
if I remember it, I
think
mean,
I
I only
remember
remember
that.
like a few seconds of it. It was like I only saw one episode because it came in like one serial
Oh my
DVD.
god, actually, I think I remember Gadget. Oh my god, Gadget Boy, I remember that fucking cut.
Oh wow! We're just using my entire childhood in this video podcast, aren't we?
Oh, that brings back so many memories, Gadget Boy.
And you see, that kind of ties into a point I want to make. Inspector Gadget's lineage. I mean, yeah, the original show had its moments, but it wasn't really that good. Gadget Boy was terrible, and the Matthew Broderick movie was terrible, and sequels were slightly better, but still terrible. Inspector Gadget is not a quality product, and it never has been.
It's the character that kind of keeps it going.
No,
Do you know what I mean? There's like
you said, he's totally useless.
Yeah, but
Well,
I mean,
that's the charm of it.
him himself, he is a funny character, because like he's very goofy. He's got a goofy, funny voice, and like him himself is funny. But I don't know why, but like everyone's struggled to put him in things and tried to make it work, and it hasn't. Like this, like
Yeah,
here he's just bland, you know.
exactly.
In the original, he's like a hindrance in like a frustrating way. In the movie, he can act.
How about we give it to Michael Bay?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look, already reboot Michael Bay.
No. How about we have Darren Aronofsky's Inspector Gadget?
Yes! Yes! Dramatic
Give this man a fucking medal.
But with Tommy Wiseau playing Inspector Gadget.
No!
Speaking of Tommy Wiseau, I just watched The Room with.
Dude, what did you think?
It was. I don't even know.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
No.
Yeah, it was.
No.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you you'd love it.
But like. The first 15 minutes, there were like 3 sex scenes. I was like, what the fuck? Is this softcore porn? Like,
It's so, dude. I need you to fucking love it.
After watching that now, I do
Yeah,
recommend go and read The Disaster Artist. Seriously, 'cause all the crazy shit that went on in the background of that.
yeah, I heard James and Dave Franco are making a movie about the making of The Room.
Yeah, I read the book
Yes.
that's based off of.
Yeah.
The book is fantastic. The Disaster Artist. Oh god, it's so good. Tommy was such a
Anyhow,
sketchy dude.
that was off topic, but
No, it's fine. I'm glad that you managed to watch it. It's fucking amazing. It's like nothing you've ever seen before.
yeah.
Or ever want to again.
And like I was like just the most random shit. Like the thing on the roof with Denny and like the drug dealer or whatever.
That movie gave me physically pained me watching it.
And like the breast cancer thing, where like
That goes fucking nowhere.
I definitely have breast cancer.
And Tommy, I heard he killed himself. Ha 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 ha! What a story, Mark!
Why do they play football so much?
I hate you all.
I think my favorite thing though is like Lisa would constantly bring something up and then be like, "But I don't want to talk about it right now."
Oh,
True story.
I hate it like that.
It's in The Disaster Artist, but the actress who was meant to play Lisa never turned up for shooting, so they got. I think she was just working as part of set crew. They got her to play Lisa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is why her performance is so terrible, and why the sex scenes are so awkward, because she didn't even know she had to do them until Tommy Wiseau turned up to set naked.
I totally forgot about that.
That's fun.
My favorite part is where she's like, where Tommy goes. This is from the book. Tommy like goes up to the chick playing Lisa. He looks at her back and he says, and he like looks at all the zits on her back and says, "This is all shit. This has to go now." Like makeup, go get it off. He just does it in the rudest way possible, and she starts like quietly crying to herself, but trying to keep strong. It's just awful.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, Inspector Gadget. I will say about Gadget Boy, the theme song was catchy, and that Spider Woman did give me my first boner.
When are we gonna talk about Hop? I had to watch that. We better talk about it.
We'll do it next. I think we're gonna finish off.
Okay.
So,
I think George and Proto have something they want to talk about first.
No,
okay.
me and
Nah,
Paul are
nah,
gonna discuss that later.
Okay.
Oh, you guys don't want to talk about Star?
No, it's just
No.
us.
Alright.
Him and me.
So, with that then, you want to start this out? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
So, David, are you going to be hosting the movie of the week, or do you want me to do it?
You do it. I've not watched the movie, so.
Oh, okay. As long as there's an.
Yeah,
fuck up.
I've literally not had time. I've been at work for about 72 hours straight this
Oh, that's
week.
cool. That's cool. That's cool. So who's gonna be in the next show then?
I am.
I am.
Raise your hand in the air.
Wave it like you just don't care.
Don't smile, Carl. Are you gonna be around? You didn't watch it, did you? No, good for you. Don't watch it.
Me and Carson have sense. You dumbasses have fun.
All right. Okay. Cool. I'll get the next one set up. Hopefully, it won't be a dick again. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Ooh.
We're off.
It says live in the corner.
Wait, we still live? Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye from me and Carson.
See ya.
I'm gonna go cry some more.
Peace.